IDP camp, which is the camp for internally displaced persons. This is right beside the military complex at Loi Tailang. There's about 350 families living here right now. One of the outcomes of this war in Burma is that there have been a lot of people displaced both internally and externally. Some people have fled across the border into neighboring Thailand where they're living in UN camps. Others have just fled. And then others have been moved from their homes and are living in camps such as this one. Now the Shan people are quite industrious, and to the extent that they can, they're trying to make life livable for the Shan who've been displaced. So there is a school here, there is a small shop over there. Over here we see this is like an oil shop where they're selling, I guess, cooking oil or motor oil for the automobiles. I see men with hunting rifles, so they're probably going out and getting food for the people. But you see the conditions in which they're living. I mean, they're living in small thatched huts, and they've been moved from their farmland. The children are attending the school that we looked at a few minutes ago, so the education will continue, which is apparently very important to the Shan people. Around the village we'll see a lot of people with landmine injuries. This is Mr. Dong Jai, and 48 years old.
45, yeah.
45. What happened to your leg?
From the battle on combat by the Burmese army.
Was it a
rifle or? Yeah, เป็นกองยัง He wounded from the combat and because of by the Burmese landmine.
Oh, Burmese landmine.
Yeah. And then his friend has a leave from him, and then he's he's all wounded.
He was wounded.
Mm-hmm. At the first, Burmese army captured him to be became a labor, forced labor.
Forced labor.
Forced labor, and then he wounded from the on the combat from the battle, and then the Shan army have seen him and then take care of him, took him to here.
Oh, okay. How long ago?
The year of 2002.
Okay. Now tell us about the forced labor. I've been told the Burmese army will go into the village and they just take the villagers and make them work.
The Burmese army came to in his village and then arrested him immediately, and had to follow with them, carry their gun or weapon or something like that, and then they forced him to on the battle between the Shan army and the Burmese army also.
How many days did he work for them?
He has been stay with the Burmese army 22 days.
22 days.
22 days, and then he worked for them. He worked for them. He stayed with them in 22 days, but he worked for them just only 9 days.
Mm-hmm.
And he left from the Burmese. He ran away. And after that, the Burmese captured him again, and then forced him to carry forced labor. And the Burmese carried the gun and hit in his shoulder, and then go into the battle. On the front line.
When the 22 days, did they give him food every day?
They give him a little bit rice and food, soybean, a little bit. Yeah. Not enough. They give a limit, just a small place. Yeah.
The NGOs have told me that many of the people killed in this conflict are actually porters who, because they're not being fed enough or they're being beaten and they're forced to work, they're not working fast enough, so the Burmese will beat them, or if they collapse, the Burmese will kill them. Thank you so much. Okay, we're here in the camp for internally displaced persons. We're inside of Burma. Now, the Burmese government does not allow journalists to have visas to enter Burma. They don't want these stories told. So I've entered Burma under the protection of the Shan State Army, and these people are living in a camp which is also under the protection of Shan State Army inside the Shan State of Burma. The Army controls about 60% of the landmass, and they're protecting the people from the Burmese junta. Okay. What is your name, sir?
Lung Su.
How old is he?
46.
46 years old. And how was he injured?
Because the Burmese FGTG forced them to move, so they cannot live in their village in the town, so they have to move and come here.
And how did he hurt his leg?
chiếc tiếng họ cho mà họ tổ chu mặn họ khắp bút đó.
When the army expedition army forced them to move, and he have no choice to shoot, so he went to be a soldier, Shan soldier, and then he was struck by the landmine.
By landmine.
Yeah.
When the soldiers came to the village, they told them to go away. Yeah, Burmese soldiers. They made everyone leave the village.
Bên lưu họ có tổ chu mặn nó mặn chiếc tiếng người họ này họ có tổ chu mặn này họ có nhát khắp bút đó.
When the army expedition come and they fought them and they torture, so they have no choice to do. So he decided to be soldier, and then he fight back.
They fight back.
Yeah.
And how many families have to leave the village?
Mưa họ phải mà này họ mua họ có cả cứ nó na họ có phải nhà hay họ có khắp bút đó này họ pin này mà.
When because he not sure, because in the night at night, so we don't know how many religious family move. I think about over 100.
Over 100 families.
Yep.
Did all the families come here?
Not some are coming and some are other.
Oh, so with the other camp.
Yep.
They went to the other camp.
Yep.
Did the soldiers kill people when they came to the village?
Anhเขาเทียมได้เขาหูเขาก็หลักออกไปเหี้ยก็เอาก็ไม้เมืองไทยเบิ้นหับขำเขาก็ตัดขาเหี้ยก็เขาอยู่จมเรียนดินจะแน่ๆนะ
He don't know, because he only try to escape from this village. So when he come back to Thailand, he have to kill his legs and break his legs. So he don't not sure, because at night also when he came back to Thailand, and he had to move at night, so they cannot move at day. Yeah, so he don't know about.
When the soldiers came in his village, were they shooting?
เขายื้อใจเยอะเพราะเป็นคนตายน่ะนะมียิงมาคนตายมาเพื่อเขาขันให้เขายื้อเปลี่ยนเยอะ
If they come into village, if they see not or they all shoot, or women, children, men, they shoot.
Shoot everybody.
ลุงมีเมีย
No.
No. What, did he have family before?
มี
Don't mean.
What happened to his family?
ลูกเมียก็ไปยอดปืนมันจิกติดกินนั่นน่ะ
So his wife and children go away because they have no food to eat. They try to have their own way of this.
They go away from the village.
Yes.
Why?
Because they have no food, so they have to go another place to get food like that.
They had no food. They went to another village to get food.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know where they are now?
Yeah.
มูที่อยู่ครับ
No, don't know.
ลูกมีเอาขับพูดแล้วลูกมีเอาไฟเบียดเขาหมดแล้ว
When his leg was break down, so his wife don't like him and he go away from him.
And how does he get money for rice now?
ลองกินนั่งย่ำในมุกจุโมถูกปั่นเขาไป
The organization give give to him.
The SSA,
Yep.
Shan State Army.
Yep.
They provide him with food.
Yep. Yeah.
Hey, the people you see beside me are part of a group of 350 families which are now living under the protection of the Shan State Army. They've been driven from their villages by the Burmese army. Many of them have horrific stories of torture, of murder, of forced labor, of their villages being burned, their crops being stolen. They've all suffered, and they've come here to live within the protection of the Shan State Army. The Army provides them with a subsistence allowance for their food, and they also do some family gardening to support their families. Luckily, the Army has provided them with a school, so the children are all continuing their education. But if we take a look around the village, you'll see that they're desperately poor. Most of them say they're living much better here than they did back in their villages under the auspices of the SPDC.